Now, thankfully, condemnation of Trump came fast, sometimes from unexpected quarters.
A key White House advisory council of powerhouse CEOs voting to disband. Many of those business leaders, Democrats and Republicans, speaking out, like the CEO of Campbell Soup, saying racism and murder are unequivocally reprehensible and are not morally equivalent to anything else that happened in Charlottesville.
Wow. When you become CEO of Campbell Soup, you do not expect to have to start your public statements with the words racism and murder are unequivocally reprehensible. You expect to start them by saying, yes, we're very sorry, but again, you're the one eating clam chowder from a can. Now, meanwhile, commentators who are usually in Trump's corner had a genuinely tough time defending his remarks, and none tougher, perhaps, than Fox News' Melissa Francis.
He didn't say there were very good people among neo-Nazi protesters.
He said there were very good people on the other side.
There are people that were opposed
it was clear
to
what he was talking about.
Look, can I tell you this? I am so uncomfortable having this conversation. And that's what this woman said before this, because I know what's in my heart. And I know that I don't think anyone is different, better, or worse based on the color of their skin. But I feel like there is nothing any of us can say right now without being judged.
Well, look, here's a tip. If you're getting emotionally overwhelmed and feeling judged for defending Trump in his Nazi sympathizer phase, stop fucking doing it. It's that simple. No one is making you do it. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, how did you manage to make this about you? That's almost impressive. Now, it was also fascinating to watch Trump's own party try desperately not to deal with what he had said. Take Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, whose office initially responded with a statement that he had no new response to Trump's news conference, although by Wednesday, a new rumour had started making the rounds.
Sources close to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell describe him as very concerned and very upset. McConnell's office denies that.
Yes, that's right. Mitch McConnell had the moral courage to deny anonymous sources who had said he had some moral courage. I will not stand idly by while people drag my name out of the mud. Leave my name in the mud where it belongs. Now, others tried to delicately thread the needle, condemning the Nazis without explicitly mentioning the president. Take Paul Ryan, a man whose spine ran away from home 10 years ago and is now living on a spine commune in northern Vermont. He tweeted that white supremacy is repulsive, but did not mention Trump. And come on, you can mention him. He is not Voldemort. He's just a terrifying entity who viciously attacks his enemies and judges people based on their birthright. You know what? I do hear it now. I hear it now. I take that back. And look, that is not to say that no Republicans condemned him by name, because some did.
Let's take a look at just how many Republican lawmakers have called the president out by name over his response to Charlottesville. Now, this is really only a handful of the roughly 300 Republicans in Congress.
Exactly, and that's actually generous, because that graphic includes John Kasich, who isn't even a member of Congress, and Jeb Bush, who holds no government position whatsoever. He's currently, and this is true, running his own frozen yogurt shop in Orlando. Apparently, their tropical mango flavour is fine. It's fine. It's not going to change your life. It's fine. But the fact is, after the President of the United States implied that good people were marching with Nazis, the overwhelming majority of Republicans opted not to condemn him. By our count, out of 292 Republican members of Congress, only around 54 could be bothered to unequivocally condemn Trump by name, and that is less than 20%. And the problem with not mentioning him is that that suggests that he is somehow not a key part of the problem here. So, in the words of the poets Beyoncé and the other ones, say his name, go right on to Fox News, say, Donald, I condemn you if you ain't running game. So look, although this week has been repeatedly called a turning point, much as though I would love to believe that, I really don't see it. Because every day has felt like a turning point. We're not so much turning anymore as spinning. We are basically on a carousel that will not stop. We've vomited so much there's nothing left to throw up, and there's just no way to get off because an unstable race-baiting carny is operating the controls. And we're probably going to go through a lot more before Republicans ever decide to do anything, because the hard truth here is that nothing is really going to change in the White House until one more person in that photo finally gets shown the fucking door. And now...